Hi, I'm Greg, and welcome to my gregarious world. If you want to join us on our 51-day adventure in the South Pacific, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell. Yorana! This morning, the Zaandam arrived in Opunohu Bay, giving us our first glimpse of Muaputa, the iconic landmark of Moorea. Moorea is another port where tenders are needed to get to the shore. Obtaining tender tickets has turned into quite a competitive situation, with many guests arriving in the ocean bar very early in order to grab their tickets as soon as they're available. This eagerness has led to some chaos, as a few people ignored the first come, first serve rule when the tickets were handed out, leading to frustration among those who had patiently been waiting in the bar or lounge area. Amidst the ticketing frenzy, one clever guest came up with a simple solution. They started placing their bags in front of the ticket table to hold their spot in line. Surprisingly, this idea worked well, and other guests began to respect this makeshift line. As a result, the confusion around the ticket distribution lessened, and those who arrived later were kindly reminded to put their bags in the line, helping everyone follow the established order. It's funny to think that it took almost our entire 51-day journey for this ingenious idea to surface. What began as a stressful situation turned into a clever system that not only made getting tickets easier, but also created a sense of community among the passengers. This shows how creative and resourceful travelers can be, proving that sometimes the simplest ideas can greatly improve our experiences. As we stepped off the tender, a friendly local woman greeted us with a lovely, fragrant white flower. The sound of drums caught our attention, leading us to a stage where locals were performing a traditional Tahitian dance to welcome the cruise ship passengers. We enjoyed the lively performance for a little while, before moving on, eager to not miss our scheduled tour. On our way out of the terminal, Karen and I wandered through a building filled with stalls selling all sorts of souvenirs, including shirts, jewelry, and wooden carvings. We had booked our excursion with Moorea Miti Tours online through Viator and were told to find an outrigger boat with a blue design and the company's name on it. We were the first guests to find the boat, and the captain invited us on board. We took a moment to admire the stunning views of Moorea's shoreline, with its lush greenery and sparkling blue waters. It was the perfect start to our day, and we couldn't help but take a selfie to remember this beautiful moment. Once our entire group had arrived, we were off. While slowly gliding through the water, our captain Mana laid out the exciting itinerary for the day.
Mana, what is your name, huh? Before to give you the program of the day, Mana just want to say thank you to you guys for coming and visit us with your big book. Good for the economy. Of the day, what can you see? We are going back to the cruise ship. Thank you for coming and thank you for getting back to the cruise ship. Now, we're gonna go in Opunohu. I'm gonna talk to you about the island and like that. And after that, we're gonna come back and go to the sharks and the race park. I'm gonna go to the coral garden for snorkeling. After the coral garden, we're gonna up, we're gonna spend the rest of the day and having lunch. But before we have lunch, we're gonna prepare all together the fish and the marinating fish. I'm not gonna show you how to peel a coconut.
We cruised past the Zandam, which was anchored gracefully in Openohu Bay. The mountains loomed in the background, partially shrouded by clouds, creating a dramatic and picturesque scene that was hard to forget. We also caught glimpses of the iconic overwater bungalows for which Moorea is famous. Our first stop of the day was a spot where we could swim with black-tipped sharks and stingrays. The water was so clear that we could see these creatures gliding gracefully beneath the surface. As I jumped in, I felt the gentle brush of a stingray against my leg. The underside of his wing was very soft and felt like velvet. Unlike our experience in Raiatea, where we only observed the sharks from the boat, this time we were in the water with them. Our guide assured us it was safe as long as we didn't disturb them, making it an unforgettable experience to watch the rays and sharks swim so close to us in the crystal clear waters of Moorea. Our adventure continued as Captain Mana guided us to a stunning coral garden. A vibrant underwater paradise filled with colorful coral formations and a dazzling array of tropical fish. The current was quite strong in this area, which made snorkeling a bit challenging. We had to be cautious not to get swept into the coral. Unfortunately, we had forgotten our water shoes, which would have provided some extra protection against the sharp edges of the coral. Despite the currents, the beauty of the surroundings was captivating, and time seemed to fly as we explored the underwater world. Eventually, Mana called us back to the boat, signaling it was time to set sail for our next destination. As we cruised toward the Motu, where we would spend the afternoon enjoying lunch, the scenery was nothing short of amazing. The gentle sway of the boat and the picturesque views made for a relaxing journey. Along the way, we made a brief stop in a spot known for sightings of green turtles, and we were lucky enough to catch a glimpse of one in the distance, gracefully gliding through the water. Upon arriving at the Motu, Mana introduced us to the art of husking a coconut. While I had seen similar demonstrations in Hawaii and the Cook Islands, this time I was eager to give it a try myself. Turned out to be more challenging than it appeared, but with a bit of determination, I managed to do it.
That's a big one, too. That's a bigger coconut. That's a bigger coconut than the other one. That's why you had trouble.
Yeah.
After that, Mana showed us how to crack open the coconut.
It's not the same as the young coconut?
No.
It won't taste the same?
No.
And scrape out the meat, which would be an essential ingredient needed for our upcoming Poisson crew cooking class. Having participated in a similar class just the day before in Huahine, Karen and I were excited to see how the Moorean version would differ and what unique flavors we would discover. Our group gathered around a picnic table that was positioned at the water's edge. where gentle waves brushed against our legs as the cooking class kicked off. It was hard to imagine a more perfect backdrop for learning to prepare the signature dish of French Polynesia than the crystal clear waters of Moorea. Mana began our lesson by squeezing the fresh lime over the fish, playfully tossing the leftover rinds into the water for the fish to enjoy. Next, he introduced a vibrant mix of carrots and cucumbers, adding a refreshing crunch to the dish. Then came the surprise ingredient, pineapple. Mana revealed it as his secret touch, elevating the flavors in a delightful way. To conclude the class, Mana squeezed the fresh coconut milk from the shavings into the bowl, bringing an amusing moment to the end of the session.
You need to make a sound. You have to go like this. 1, 2, and 3.
Ooh.
That's a lot of liquid, eh? That's crazy.
Ooh. It won't work.
I didn't realize that.
He then mixed all the ingredients together and topped the dish off with a pineapple crown. The leftover coconut shavings were tossed into the water, providing another little treat for the fish. Our small group of 12 was invited to the buffet to fill our plates. Mana took a moment to walk us through all the tasty options offered.
Chicken and fish. This barbecue sauce. Rice. Voila, here my friend, coconut bread, banana plantain, tapioca cake, no, tapioca. This is this. You cook it like this, you mash it, mix it in coconut milk and bake it, it becomes cake. And this is taro roots. The taro roots is the base of those blue pills they sell at the pharmacy. Guys, you eat one piece like that tonight, it's a 4 hours of bunga bunga, huh? If I see the ship leaving and the boat go like this, okay, now we can, voila, pineapple. Voila, my friend.
Our Poisson crew was elegantly served in a half coconut shell, and we carried our food tray to a picnic table set right in the water. With our feet submerged, Karen and I enjoyed our meal while energetic fish darted around us. The flavors of the food, combined with the breathtaking views of the water and mountains, created an unforgettable experience that will forever be etched in our memories of Moorea. After we finished eating, the sounds of a ukulele and drum filled the air. We decided to move from the picnic table and sit on the outrigger extending from the boat, soaking in the atmosphere. Surrounded by a magical tropical setting, we simply relaxed and embraced the beauty around us. Our captain Mana gathered everyone interested in learning how to weave hats from palm fronds. We were amazed at how quickly he crafted a hat, finishing the entire process in just a few minutes. Karen was thrilled with her new hat and decided to take it back home to Ohio as a special keepsake. Our group joined another group to learn about the healing properties of various local plants found in French Polynesia.
All plants here you can find by the shore. You don't need to go on mountain. Okay?
It was fascinating to learn how these plants can be used for medicinal purposes. Next, we had a fun lesson on how to tie a pareo. We were surprised to discover the many different ways to wear it. Before we knew it, it was time to board the outrigger boat for our journey back to the port, where we would catch the tender back to the ship. Gliding over the tranquil waters of the bay, the views were nothing short of amazing. We couldn't help but think that Moorea was perhaps the most stunning of all the islands we had visited thus far. As the Zaandam departed from Moorea, we were treated to a beautiful view of Muaputa. The clouds had cleared from the mountain's peak, providing us with a perfect backdrop for our dinner table. We'll be sailing a very short distance overnight to reach our next destination in French Polynesia, the busy port of Papeete, Tahiti. See you next time. Cheers! Please be sure to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to keep up with our latest episodes. Don't miss the next episode when we'll spend 2 days in Papeete, Tahiti in French Polynesia. We'll visit the local market, go pearl shopping, visit Vaipahe Waterfall, enjoy a Polynesian dance show on board the Zaandam, and more!